Mr. Clay?
Hello, there you are.
Well, I'm glad you came by, Mr. Clay. I got a goodie for you to look at. We finally got our big block in, go in the Chevelle.
Hey!
We're gonna know in about 3 minutes.
If we messed up or not. Should have left the factory like that. Whoa, whoa. I mean, the damn distributor sticking out of the hood.
Oh.
He's got a 33 Ford Bonneville car. You know, just everything about that's cool. You know, trying to set a land speed record. I just don't want the car leaving here looking ridiculous, man. I'm usually like a less is more guy, but that guy ain't here today. I'm Joe Martin. I've been building cars and bikes since I was just a little kid. My team hunts down rusted wrecks.
Are we gonna work today, Joe, or what?
We knock out the ugly and put in the cool. And turn these buckets of rust into street art. This is Iron Resurrection. Look at this thing, Mike. What is that thing? I'm not sure what's going on there. Damn.
So we have a customer named Mr. Clay.
There he is.
He's from Louisiana, and he wants us to build a 70 Chevelle and turn it into a drag car.
Plays into the drag race looking pro street styling. So he kind of wants a drag car that he can drive on the street.
Yeah.
We need to see the car and see what it looks like on the ground, man.
Yeah, make sure it's got that alligator stance for him. Lord have mercy.
Oh, man, look at that, boy.
That's real cool, Joe. Look
That's
at it.
super cool. It's just a stunner.
Like it's finished from...
Yes. I had dreams of the Chevelle roof.
What's wrong with it?
I know you're probably going to frown on this, Mike.
What are you getting at, Joe?
I think we're going to chop the Chevelle today, bro.
I'm not sure what happened, but that wasn't in the plans, so it was not good. We almost got this car done, Joe. There's a lot of that goes on here when you cut a top. We still got plenty of work to do besides that. Where was K-Dub at when that conversation was going on?
Staying right here, Mike. Staying right here. Car's been coming along really well, and everything's been looking good. But once we got the car on the ground, I thought, how cool would it be to chop that Chevelle? 1 inch, brother. 1 inch. Now that we got the stance set, man, it would be really killer just to bring that roof line down right here. Right here. Seems like it's going like this. I'm gonna look at this line right here.
I come in late one morning and a week later and I know we're chopping the top on the Chevelle. I mean, that's a lot of gumming for an inch. You know what I mean? Cutting is the easy part. Putting it back together is where the difficulty comes in.
One piece glass, so that won't disturb that. It won't disturb the geometry of this glass.
We're gonna have to slice it back
We're
here.
gonna sweat that. We're sweating out this factory seam right here. We're gonna bring a cut right through here, a little incision. That will not move, brother.
I think it's another conspiracy going around the shop. They all gather around while I'm gone and make a decision. Where was you at on that one, K-Dub? Now, where was Chad at on that? Chad, what?
We'll sell it right now.
You gonna take a straw poll?
Majority wins.
Why don't I just go out back and kick my own ass?
All right, everybody look here. Here we go. Here we go. Look. What do you think, K-Dub?
I think we need to market.
Oh, man, there's K-Dub. So what do you think, Chad?
I think you should mount the lead seam out,
Yep, yep,
drill out those spot welds,
yep.
and then cut it.
You already outnumbered, Mike. Brandon.
In the beginning, I'm always about originality, but that's gonna look.
Oh, man,
He's gonna complicate
don't
that.
ask the OEM guy.
See, he's gonna I told you he complicated it, Joe.
You asked in the second half of the sentence. I said, but I think it'll look a hell of a lot better. Chop.
It's low. Car looks really long now, and it's got this roof line that just seems to be going uphill, and it needs to be brought down so it matches the rest of the car.
Pick our spot right in the middle somewhere. Make our incisions in here.
Yep. Right down here, you might have to make a couple of cuts.
Yeah.
That's it.
Ain't you got something to do, Chad?
I do. But you called me over here.
I'm just gonna go with it. We're gonna cut it and move forward. But if we're gonna cut it, let's cut it.
I'm gonna go get you a drawing together. Then you'll know what I'm talking about, Mike. Well, what I have here is my drawing of a 70 Chevelle roofline. The top of the A pillar is where all the height is, but it gives the illusion that the roof is, up in the front. So basically what I did is I took the roof line and I cut it. We'll make our incision right here in the back, cut it out, and that'll let that roof down. Once we do that, we see how the geometry starts getting out of whack. So when we bring this down, we'll have to take a little out of the A-pillars where we can actually take those alignments and fix them. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
I'll do a little sketch for you.
Our chop top.
Well, here's the deal. You know, right on the factory, they put the roof scan and the quarter panel right here. They joined it right there at the top. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's all leaded up from the factory. Mm-hmm. If we cut right here, so you just come down just a little bit.
Is this piece going to go like this? Or is this piece going to go like that?
Both. They're going to go like
You know what I'm saying?
They're going to go like this. So we're going to have to cut them loose, and they're going to have to join.
Right.
So with a little bit of glass adjustment, I think it'll seal up fine along here.
Well, let's go get us a chunk.
I'm going to have Brandon sweat this lead out. Mm-hmm. Once we do that, we start cutting. The art of geometry. Oh, man. You boys got it tore down, huh?
There it is.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
I got a call from our neighbor, Keith Tardell, and he's got a 33 Ford Bonneville car, and he wants to get it repainted.
So Bonneville's where people go to do land speed racing. I've been involved in Bonneville for several years, and I'm going back up.
It's just a big giant salt lake in Utah that dries out during the summertime, and it makes a perfect surface to set these speed records. I mean, it's really cool. I've never painted a Bonneville car, and I've never even been to Bonneville, and I've always wanted to go, and so it's kind of cool to be a part of this. Man, what's the motors you're running in this thing? What are you doing, man?
This particular class, it's a rear engine modified roadster,
Right.
so there's several different engine configurations for the class. The one that we're going after is actually a vintage. It's a flathead Ford record. This is actually the motor.
That's the actual one.
That's the one that we're going to put in.
Oh, nice.
It's 304 cubic inch injected, and it made 300 horsepower to the rear wheels in a 32 roadster. So it makes good power, and it'll be a good baseline.
What do you think it'll go with this, Keith? What do you think it'll do?
Well, the record is 140.
Oh.
That's the record. We should be able to bump it at least 5 or 10 miles an hour with this car.
Nice.
That's my thinking.
Man, that's awesome. You know, just everything about that's cool. You know, trying to set a land speed record in your class, you know? Very cool. So what do you think here, Keith?
So my thoughts were kind of a mid to late 60s kind of drag car vibe. We're going for that kind of sparkly metallic theme.
And then I know you were talking about orange and gold, candy gold, candy
think so.
orange, something like that. Yeah, I think that'd be awesome, man. Now, we're going to keep with kind of a retro look to it, but with some, you know, updated kind of cool looks to it. I say we roll it next door.
Okay.
And we'll get it tore down.
All right. I'm actually really excited about this paint job to see how it turns out, what he does. And yeah, it's going to be great.
All these cars have lead here to seal the seam when they put the roof on. Nowadays they use filler. But we'll get all the lead out so they can have access to all this without having to cut through lead and sling it everywhere. And I've got a little pocket here to catch all the lead. We want to contain it, just don't want it to make a mess everywhere. Because, you know, it's poisonous.
I think I got it figured out, mate. I'm going to slice this a little bit so it'll give.
Yeah, it'll fall straight down, Joe. It won't have any other choice. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Well, don't get scared now. Yeah, we're gonna know in about 3 minutes.
If we messed up or not.
We're hungry. Yeah, see it?
That looks so much better.
We got Clay's 70 Chevelle here, and we just cut the top on it. They should have left the factory like that.
It just made it right, like, instantly.
Instantly right. Yeah. Took 3/4 inch out of it.
That dropped down right where it needed to be.
There. And we got everything sectioned here, so we're getting close to lining everything up. There it is, Mike. Look at that. Damn sure it is. That's really the tricky thing. When you have this geometry, you get changing angles. So as the angles come up, the angles will change. And you got to find a happy medium. You want to be able to get it back to a consistent, line.
Joe, that's it, dog.
Man, I think so.
That's it, brother. Tack it up.
Once we tack this in place here, we'll make some measurements and start welding it up. Oh man, that's it there, man. I mean, the car's sitting perfectly in the top chop. It was worth the effort. Gotta get my camera. Let's take some pictures.
Right now, I'm working on some dash pieces for the 70 Chevelle. It's a little tricky. I want it to be nice, so I'm just taking my time and getting it right.
Yeah, it looks great. It's awesome, man. We'll hang them, then we'll start making our middle piece. What we got here is a 70 Chevelle, and we're gonna make a dash now. So we're gonna make one to accommodate a digital gauge set. We don't want to look like a typical race car and just kind of two-dimensional looking. So once we fit it in here, we'll probably have Justin come here and look at it, maybe wrap this in leather. So it'll be a combination of a little bit of paint and leather. We want to have some style. Look at that wheel you put on there, man. Looking good. Let's just fit it. What do you think? You want to check it out? Let's check it out. Here it goes straight up. That's a cool look, man. Well, man, Kato, I guess once you mount that, we'll have Justin come over and look at it and figure out how we're going to wrap it.
Yep.
Well, there you go, Kato. Mount it up, brother.
All right. I'll get
It's
it.
all yours. There it is.
You got some original parts group, Joe.
70 Chevelle sail panel, Mike. Look at that. We needed this stuff, and OPGI is a great source to get this stuff. Now we can make some really big gains in this project. Even Blue can't wait to see you, Mike.
Last minute halo, kid. That's gonna be me. Here on our 70 Chevelle, we thought we had the roll cage complete, but Mr. Clay decided he wanted to go ahead and put a halo bar, just make it a complete full cage. See, you already got your halo. When I get to pearly gates, dog, I'm gonna have to do some negotiating. You know what I mean? Hey, come on, boys, let me in, Jack. Ken's fabbed up this little halo bar. What we're gonna do, we'll get that tacked in place, and then we're gonna build a little lower arms here to tie it into the firewall.
That looks sharp there.
The halo bar there, it totally ties the car up, and it's definitely safer.
That's
there,
it.
Ken.
We got that approval, man.
You ready to take it in? Take it in.
You ready? Here we go.
Hold on. I wonder if we
That's
stick
gonna be
it.
the easy part. This is gonna be the hard part.
Getting this and that. We're putting the down bars in now, which is the most difficult part of it.
That's how they do them, and no radiuses in.
Just straight.
Yeah.
Oh, right there. Okay. The dashes are in, so we have to go ahead and drill new holes through the nicely metal finished dash and, weld it all back up. But that's just part of it. There's no other way around it. But the good thing about it, we get these in and weld it in, the roll cage will be complete.
You boys got to tie it up in there.
So we're good up in that area too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, Ken, that's pretty good, brother.
I dig it. That'll finish up the cage and we move on to something else.
We've been waiting for months for this big old monster racing engine, big block Chevy, to go into Chevelle, and basically just holding our project up. Tommy went ahead and got all the body work done on this car, anticipating the arrival of this motor. So now he's been waiting 3 or 4 months for it to finish up. So I'm gonna go talk to Tommy and tell him we got a goodie for him. What's happening, Tommy?
Hey, what's going on?
Got some good news. We got a motor.
Where's it at?
It's coming.
It's been coming for 6 months.
Yeah. I got a call from Clay today, and a day or two ago, they got it on the dyno making a little test run, trying to dial in, and something happened to it.
He blew it up, didn't he?
Blew it up, whatever they did to it is not here. It's not going to be here. So Ordered it myself. We decided to order him up a nice crate 572 GM Performance big block 720R, 720 horsepower.
There's no replacement for displacement.
Done. Horsepower with a warranty.
Buddy, all we need is to mock up the engine. I can get this thing painted.
Not on.
I've been waiting on that.
Obviously, we got to fit the hood. We got to gap it to the fenders to the door, and we can't do that without this motor to make sure the hood fits. Once we get the hood fit, hopefully we can get it fit.
I mean, if we got to do a little bit of fab underneath the hood,
Oh yeah,
boom. I mean, that won't take but a few days.
yeah, and dude, it'll be a killer motor. All right, well, I thought you'd like that news, Tom.
All right, yeah, that's great news.
It better be worth the wait, man. That's all I can say.
Oh, snap! I got this 33 dragster here. I'm gonna take some panels off of it, get it all sanded down, and put them into the primer booth and get them primed up. Alrighty.
Damn, it fit, Brian. It fit.
Before we can do all that, we need to get this thing propped up on blocks. It's just a lot easier for Joe and I to lay our tape down and kind of get an overall look of the whole car.
Oh yeah, here we go. That's it.
This thing's really heavy, mainly because in the front end they have a lot of lead plates all bolted in to keep it from coming up.
Go ahead, Brian.
It's creeping up. Sure is creeping up.
What a cum job.
Yeah, that's a cum job, all right. There we go.
Still spooky.
Ooh.
I mean, this thing's really creeping me out just the way we're having to tie it up and lift it up. I mean, we got a crowbar stuck to it. We got our motor engine hoist hooked to it. It's real long and it's real skinny, so that is not a good combination.
This side's good.
This stuff don't usually creep me up. That's kind of creepy.
That's creepy, man. Ain't it? Yeah.
Hey, Brian, we need another jack.
Another jack?
Yeah. Are you working that jack, Joe?
Yep. Make sure that front don't slip off.
I don't know what I'm going to do if it starts moving. I'm going home. So I go to unhook the front of it, and lo and behold, just what I feared would happen, happened. The strap comes undone, it likes to knock me plumb out. Woo. Woo. I didn't need that, Joe.
I know it. Oh, and none of us did. Yeah, that's creepy, man.
Nobody got hurt doing that, thank God. But, you know, when stuff like that happens, you know, sometimes you just move on, and sometimes you just want to go home. All right, go slow. You just got to be in unison, boys. That's all right.
Is that it?
Yep. Now the car is finally on blocks, I can start prepping it.
All right, Brian. Do the honors.
This is a salt flat dragster, so I mean, we're just gonna go quick and easy. We're gonna DA it and get it all sanded down. That's not the most exciting part, but it's the most important part, because if you don't prep it right, then nothing's gonna go right, and that's not good. The coolest part is just being a part of a salt flat dragster. That's something that's cool, so I'm glad to be working on it.
So my good customer, Mr. Clay's coming in today, and I got a goodie for him.
Joe Mike!
What are you doing, Mr. Clay?
I know, there you are. All right.
I ordered a Chevy engine for him, and I can't wait for him to see it. Is it too foggy for you today?
It's pretty tough.
Man, how long has it been I seen you, Mr. Clay? You got some more of this going on.
Oh, when last time I was out here right for Christmas?
Oh, you said
think
you doing a Santa gig or something?
Well, this is an every year camouflage for deer hunting.
Oh, I
Keeps
see.
your face warm where you in cold weather.
I see. I'm glad you came by, Mr. Clay. I got a goodie for you to look at.
Yeah.
You ready to look at it?
Whenever you
Let's
want.
go, man.
I had a engine built, and in testing and tuning of it on a dyno, we had a part failure.
You
Mr.
like it?
Joe,
Yes, sir.
much troubles as we've had. What have you got?
Let's pull this thing off. Come on. Look at that, man.
Hey!
Look at that. I got you a big old motor.
All right.
Packaged up, crated with a warranty. It's always fun to show the customers the new goodies because we're excited about it just as much as they are. You know, it's just one more piece to the puzzle. 572R, 720 horsepower, and that's underrated.
Is it?
So it may make a little more power. It looked good in that blue Chevelle.
That's Chevrolet.
Chevy orange, man.
Yes, sir. It ought to set the engine bay off good. I am extremely pleased that Mr. Joe went ahead and got us a great engine from Chevrolet that is equal in performance to what I was building to begin with.
I set the Dominator on there so you can look at it.
Yeah, but I got a lawnmower. I'm going to put that on.
Oh, you gonna put the Dominator on?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I got a lot of grass to cut.
You do. I guess you do. And now this motor came in, it's time to get cracking on it. The waiting's over, and we can move ahead.
Well, it ought to have enough shelling ponies to get it down the
Yeah,
road.
it ought to, huh?
That's going to work out perfectly
I think it will, man. I think it will.
And now that we know what we're going to do with that one, many toys that you got around here, and I know a bunch of this stuff belongs to you. What else you got you want to go
Oh,
look?
you want to look at some stuff?
Yeah, hell, I got money to burn. Let's
Damn. Well, you're in the right foot. Well, come on, let's
That's
pay.
what I'm talking about.
Man.
Thank you, sir.
So we finally got our big block in, and we get in the Chevelle, and we can check our hood clearance, and then hopefully start getting paint work done. Man, that's a lot of oil pan on there, Tommy. This is the one that came with the motor, so we need to check and see where we're at. This motor's tall. It's got a lot of oil pan on it, so we want to get it in there and see what kind of modifications we're going to do.
All right, we can probably lift it from there. Grab the other side of this guy right here.
But definitely got to be careful getting this motor in. You know, we've got all the body work done on this car. We don't want to scratch it. All right, man.
Here we go.
Come
Maybe
down,
if it
come
comes
down.
down and go back some.
Yeah.
Can I go down?
Come down, yeah.
Man, this lift.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Now come down about 2 inches, Mike.
This is where it
Right
gets tricky.
there. Come back.
We're on the plates, Joe.
Oh, okay, good.
There it is.
Will that work right there, Joe? Hey, man, that's about where the motor's gonna sit.
I mean, the damn distributor's sticking out of the hood.
All right, so we got the engine in, and it's large. I mean, it's a big block.
We'll have to come down on the motor, man. But still,
We can't.
what?
Because the oil pan situation. That pan is 4 inches thick. I mean, it's with the bottom of the front row right now, so.
The hood clearance, we had a couple concerns with.
Can we not just cut a big old hole in the hood and put a cowl on it, Joe? You just close your eyes? That'd be the easiest thing to do.
I saw like giant cow hoods.
But here's the deal, Joe. We don't have any other choice, man. The dipstick's not even gonna clear.
Let's just lay it on there and see if we, because we can look under the well, I guess.
Yeah, just kind of drop it, I guess.
Damn, look at it
We're
laying
laying on
down.
something. That cross member's hitting that
Not
distributor.
the distributor.
God.
Oh my God, that carburetor.
You got 3 inches.
2 inches of that's gonna be that spacer plate.
Damn, he's gonna put that 2-inch spacer plate on
We
there.
ain't putting that on.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut the hole in the hood. Weld that damn thing on there. I mean, it looks super chopped.
Oh, man, I'm going back down out of here.
Oh, come on, Joe. It ain't that bad.
I mean, that thing looks like Gumby got up there and painted in black and laid on the hood, man.
You know, Joe has his taste. Joe likes things that look clean and uninterrupted and, you know, just flowing lines. What did he call it? Gumby? I mean, it's just, yeah, it's, you know, it protrudes, you know, it's just large. When you look out of that chopped windshield, all you're going to see is the corner of that damn scoop.
I know it, man.
I mean, it's right there's your line of sight. You can see with the mild chop that's been done on the roof. I mean, it's just, that's about where it would be. And looking out, it's just a lot. We know for a fact that we have to cut that air cleaner from the factory stand. We got to take that out anyways for clearance for the carburetor. Why don't we do that first and then get the top of that engine mocked up?
Yeah.
So now, knowing where we need to go, I'll take the hood back off of it. We'll make a few cuts on this hood, and then from there, we can get an idea of the clearances that we're going to need.
All right. We're getting really close on this Bonneville car for key. Brian's got everything prepped, got all the body work done, so now we're going to do the fun part. We get to put the icing on the cake. So basically, it's a layering process. So we'll start with the base. We got a really cool metallic silver, and then we'll put our gold on top of that, which will make the gold stand out. And the gold will actually be a base for our candy orange. Well, Brian started out in the paint department, kind of just prepping and stuff. But Brian's actually fabricating now. He's actually painting. So I'm gonna let Brian spray these colors out. I got confidence in him. He's just coming along really fast. So we'll see how he does. Oh man, Brian, you ready to make a brew here?
Heck yeah.
Make a brew of
Some wicked gold.
some wicked gold.
Yeah.
We always come up with a name for a color.
Cold-blooded gold. That
Cold-blooded gold.
goes with the theme of everything we do around here.
We'll come up with it later.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
We'll know it when we see it.
Yeah. Man, we just need to start brewing. See what happens, man. Get slow here.
Don't want to waste none of this awesome paint.
Man, let's do another ounce in there, Brian. Oh, it's better already, Brian. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
It's gold tooth gold right there. Gold tooth gold.
Gold tooth.
Oh, yeah. Gold tooth gold.
Gold tooth. I like it.
So we got our mini flakes here. Let's see here.
Just do a couple little scoops there.
Now, I'm usually like a less is more guy,
Yeah.
but that guy ain't here today. That's more nerve.
Yeah. I like your style.
Another. Give me another.
Oh,
Come
hell
on, boy,
yeah.
give me another. That's gold tooth gold right
Yes,
there.
gold tooth.
That's it, Brian. Get some panel spray, and we'll test our orange next.
Right on. Sounds good.
So we cut clearance from the original steel hood from the skeleton to the outer shell. So hopefully we'll get this fit with just enough clearance that we need. And then from there, see what we need to do with the scoop.
So we were having trouble with the 70 Chevelle getting the motor and everything to fit under the hood. Really, the only solution we came up with after checking the oil pan clearance on the bottom of the car was to put this giant cowl hood on there.
Look at where it's at.
But still, we had problems getting everything under there. We got this big giant fuel injection unit going on there. So it's just going to be really difficult. Oh, man, I'm not running that spacer, man. There's no way, dude.
It's kind of looking silly.
It's just so silly looking, man. Well, this is a drag car, and you know a lot of race cars have giant scoops. They got carburetors, injection systems that stick through the hood. So I mean, it fits the look of the car. It's just looks a little bulky to me. If we stacked that up that high, he wouldn't be able to even drive the car. Oh man! Oh my God!
So we've just got this motor assembly. It's like half drag race, half street car kind of stuff. And basically it's just set up and the motor's just too tall.
Well, I just don't want the car leaving here looking ridiculous, man.
Man, I can't get down with the scoop on it, man.
The scoop's awful.
The only thing that we can do is go through the hood, but it's like Joe kind of wants to retain this factory look, not have a cowl hood on it that's too tall, but you know, we're running out of options here.
Yeah. Oh, this hood's giving me a headache, man.
At the end of the day, we gotta sacrifice something, and it's obviously gonna be the look that Joe's going for. We have to make it work, so that's what we're gonna do.
We're still just not getting what we want out of what we got.
You can't always get what you want.
But we could try.
Sometimes
Just need to get what
you just get what you need.
Hey, isn't that's in a song?
No, I think
Yeah, no, I've heard that song before.
Now that we're running out of time, we'll have to look at it, see if we can just, come to a happy medium. Here's what's gonna happen.
Talk to me, Joe.
We need to move forward, Tom, and just mount it. No spacer on the carburetor. So we got this new oil pan coming. Mm-hmm. And it'll give us like 1 3/4 inch.
To drop it down.
Yes. And if we can cheat any more down, that'd be even better. Okay.
Tommy's got plenty of work to do right now until we get all that stuff done. We'll be moving forward after that.
Well, hey, I'll tell you what, that sounds like a plan. And a plan is better than no plan. And that's a good plan. All right. is Clay's 70 Chevelle. So now the last thing to do is we got to put this little instrument cluster panel in here. Man, that's cool. This basically has all the gauges. Everything's intact, everything you need to know, diagnostics about the car. Now we just need to come up with a panel around it, you know? I think I got an idea. We got some clearance issues, we got wiring we're trying to hide, we got a lot of things, so it's got a lot of functions.
That corner bend right here, we can't really go, it's not cool if we roll like that.
And so we want it to look cool, we don't want it to just look flat, you know, non-dimensional looking. Oh man, that's nice, there you go.
Right now I'm working on the gauge cluster holder for the Chevelle. So now the gauges will sit up in here real nice. It's gonna be pretty cool when it's done. It's like a big TV in there.
Hey man, it's not as clean as it gets right there. So killer, man. We need to start making all the dashes.
That's cool. So we got the scoop trim down on the 70 Chevelle, which, you know, to me looked just too big, kind of too obnoxious. So we cut it down as far as we could, just the height of it. So Tommy's got it bonded on now, and we're gonna go check on it and see how it looks. Damn, Tommy.
You asked for a Chevelle, Joe. You're getting a Chevelle, man.
I mean, you de-uglied the hood, man. Now that Tommy's got it bonded on, it looks much better. What'd you do? You rolled it back a little right, and then cut a little down.
Well, normally they have them to where they go all the way to the edge of the hood.
Right.
Well, I didn't like that because these are nice lines. I've always liked these on the Chevelle.
Yeah. Damn, man, looks great. Just doesn't look like a big, giant, goofy appendage sticking off the hood. So it's actually fitting for the car. It's still a little tall, but has to be. Fit this motor in. You're ready to blow color on.
Ready to rock.
Now that we got this process done, we can move on to the final stages of priming, blocking, and get it in paint.
It's come a long way now.
Yeah. Damn. I couldn't afford anything like this back in the Pro Street days, man. Yeah, I was riding around with no wheel tubs. Yeah.
Just flinging dirt up in here.
Cruising, man.
But you have like plastic.
So I had the frame and the cage all done, but no floor, and I'm riding around on a little plastic milk crate. Rocks are landing up on the dash. Down in my underwear. Damn. Tommy, that thing looks awesome, dude.
We're almost there.
Almost home. I say we let this man work, Mike. Tommy, call us if you need something, brother.
Yes, sir.
So we got a 33 Ford Bonneville car in the booth. I got our colors figured out, so we start laying lines, start putting color on it. Keith had an idea of kind of what he basically wanted. It was one of this candy orange and this gold metallic color. These colors on top are transparent, so the silver basically just makes everything just really vibrant. So it's just like layering colored window tint on top of the silver. What's so cool about the paint we're using is all of the effects. We got additional flakes that are a little bit bigger, so when this thing's in the sun, it'll just be just like a crazy-ass bass boat. Well, really the tricky thing is, especially with candies, is you can get some inconsistency from panel to panel. So we just got to be careful how many coats we put on it, make sure we know exactly our pressures, so make sure everything's consistent. Brian did fantastic. He had a really good technique he used on it, and he just took his time, and it looks great. So now that we've got everything covered, we got all our tape off, we can kind of see where all the lettering's gonna go. So now basically we'll get clear on here, sand everything out, and we'll start getting all the logos scaled in place and start getting it painted on.
We got the seats mocked up for Mr. Clay, and now we're to the point to where we start making pretty covers for it. This is a centerpiece that I'm doing in the seat, and it's a nice accent that runs through the middle of the seat, and then we'll tie it into the door panels. We're gonna make them definitely nice. He might realize that they're a lot fancier than he was expecting, but it's hard for me to do simple things sometimes, but it'll look great. He'll be happy. I've got everything sewn up. The next step is to wrap all the edges. So what I'm doing is I'm gluing all my edges, and I'm gonna wrap it around the back side, and it's gonna be glued nice and tight. There's different ways you can attach all this. Everybody has different techniques. For this instance, the back of this seat is aluminum, so you can actually glue to that. So we've got pretty much everything wrapped up, and it's looking awesome. I'm super happy with it, and I think Clay will be pretty happy with himself, so we'll wait till he gets here and put it in the car and then see his expression. Hopefully he's like, oh, I like that right there. Mm-hmm. I can't do the Clay. That's Chad. Chad's got the impersonation down. If he doesn't like these, then I'll build him some more and I'll keep these myself.
So we got about 33 Ford panels all painted, all cleared. Brian did an excellent job on it. Now we're ready to put it on the car and hopefully show keys soon. It's lining up good. When it's in the booth and we're lining everything out, you know, it looks cool, but when you put everything on the car, kind of stand back and look at it, that's where the real reward kicks in. Now, I'm pretty excited about Keith seeing this thing. Well, we've been trying to hide it from him. You know, the shop's right next door. And so we're going to get the car shined up, have it looking good, roll it outside, and call him over to come take a look at it.
I can't see them. They got no rear view mirrors.
No. Look at this thing, dude.
Damn, Joe, you put the deluxe on this one.
A little bit to the right, Brian. A little bit. Yeah, there you go. Right about there. Straighter up there, Brian.
No way.
Straight T.
Did you bring your sunglasses?
Yeah,
kid?
did you have your sunglasses?
That's unbelievable. When I walked out, that was pretty amazing. Unbelievable. I love it. It's incredible. He did a great job.
What a transformation.
Crazy. It's not even the same car. It doesn't even look like the same car. I knew instantly the color choices were perfect. I mean, it's going to be the sharpest car out there, for sure.
Imagine on the Y saw.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy. I think it looks great. We've been working inside at the booth, and, you know, the booth lights look cool, but there's nothing like the sun, you know, when you hit those colors outside. Brian, yeah, he was the key on this deal, man. He hustled it.
Unbelievable.
And, yeah.
He nailed it.
Brian did really good. He's just picking up so much knowledge. I mean, fabricator, painter. He did a fantastic job. It's his first candy paint job. I mean, it's kind of just throwing him to the lions as far as paint candy. And he did great.
Well, you want to push this in?
Let's push it in, man.
Okay. I'm so excited, so happy, and thankful, and I'm over the moon.
Is it ready for you, Tom?
This is more or less just a straight up paint job. The stripes have already been done on the hood and deck lid. Well, I've already got the sealer coat down. You know, everything's been prepped, washed down multiple times. You spend months sometimes getting something ready and just making sure that you've already done all the hard work. So, you know, you're not trying to fix things while you're in the paint booth. You don't want to cut corners and shoot yourself in the foot trying to get to the paint booth. And then once you're in the booth, it wasn't ready. At this stage, this is the one thing that I look forward to because it's the finish line for the most part. You get to just really see it come together.
Well, Tommy, he's like a Tasmanian devil in the booth. You know, I mean, the guy just loves his stuff. People that paint cars now, it's all production stuff, it's collision stuff. And so just to see somebody that takes that much, you know, heart and soul, it's hard to come by these days.
All right, Nick, cool it.
Don't worry, you got your biggest fans.
We are getting close to firing this thing up. Boys are thrashing.
We just have puns radiating out right here.
These boys are funny.
There you go.
DJ's got most of the wiring done, and Jonathan's putting glass in. Got the motor about ready to fire up. It's always the tense moments before we start the car because anything can go wrong. But we're confident the car's going to run good, and we're just excited to see how it sounds. Very good.
Timing might be a little
Out of whack. Well, yeah, we're trying to get it all mechanically where we're comfortable with moving the car and everything. So now we just got to, we got to deal with the timing. Whoa, hold on. Got to mess with the EFI computer, try to dial everything in. So it's just part of firing it up.
I don't know why this thing's not controlling the fuel pump right now.
It's late and we're all tired, but it'll be rewarding when we hear it fire up.
It's getting fuel.
Yeah, it's getting plenty of fuel. We got the car started, so that's a good thing. So now we just got to try to dial everything in.
I need some more tweaking, but it's running.
We only got a few days, so we're going to get a move on, and then hopefully it'll be ready. Mr. Clay.
Mr. Clay and Miss Michelle are coming by today, and we're finally going to reveal the Chevelle, and we certainly hope they like it.
We got the remaining body panels going on. We got the hood to go on. We got the front bumper to go on. Justin's got some interior panels and the seats going in. DJ's doing some last minute thrashing on the mechanicals. We got a little bit of time left to finish it, but not much.
Putting this car through its paces, and let me tell you, it's gnarly. It's loud as hell, fast as heck.
It's pretty tall, but I think I'll put up with it having its end.
How are you? Good.
How are you?
How are you, Mr. Clay?
I'm marvelous. I've been summoned today to see Mr. Joe's finished product, his work of art.
Are you excited to see or hear this thing?
I've always been told I stay ready to keep from having to get that away. So bring it on.
Let's do this. Hear before you see it.
Mr. Joe Martin,
What do you think, Mr. Clay?
I think you did well, sir.
You like it?
Yes, sir.
We love everything about the car.
With the combination of the chop top and the added dimension of the scoop on the hood, the two together make for a very clean profile. I don't believe it could have turned out any better.
I mean, he's not a man of few words,
No, never.
but I think you like it. Look inside, Mr. Clay, get in there.
I would venture to say that from coast to coast, you won't find another Chevelle that's quite like that one.
I thought Miss Michelle might have come 5 feet off the ground. I mean, it was loud.
It ought to get everybody's attention.
Well, it damn sure ought to.
Well, show us what it looks like underneath.
Tommy, how you work your buttons here, man?
Car is a lot like a picture or anything else. It's a combination of all the effects that make it what it is. It's so clean under there. It meets all the expectations and then some. Well, Mr. Joe,
You soak it in, man. Soak it in.
that's a fine looking car.
It sure is.
I certainly thank you.
Well, I thank you, Mr. Clay.
It's beyond the expectation without a doubt.
Very happy. We love the car.
As long as she's happy, I'm happy. All right, let's see if we can get you in here, Mama.
It was fun collaborating with Clay. He's a fun guy, and he's ready to do some more.
All right, everybody ready for contact? You ready, Mama?
Yeah.
Oh, is this gonna be take action with the thing? All right, I've been waiting for that.
Look at it. What we got here? Failure to communicate.
Is that driving hat?
Well, I didn't want to blind anybody, so
Put it back on.
My paint man, he's like a Tasmanian devil. He wants to get the car painted. See him? There he goes again, look.
Now, can I go back and finish my pizza?
बोलिए नाथों की नाथ की भैया चतुरा भोले के हावे ये मुख्य आहार गाजा चिलमिया से भोले जी कारेले बहुत प्यार नम करे अनेक ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश नहीं पे सब ढारे ले कमला हरि के माने ले यादों जी जलवा चढ़ावे ले कमला हरि के माने ले यादों जी जलवा चढ़ावे ले भोले के कांवर में देखा भैया कितना बड़का पावर हो भोले बम के जलवा चढ़ाई मन बैल बा पागल हो भोले के कांवर में देखा भैया कितना बड़का पावर हो भोले बम के जलवा चढ़ाई मन बैल बा पागल हो आके मारे लदम बोल के बोले बम भोले दानी कष्ट सब काटे ले हाँ बमला हरि के माने ले यादों जी जलवा चढ़ावे ले हाँ बमला हरि के माने ले यादों जी जलवा ढारे ले
Joe Mike!
What are you doing, Mr. Clay?
I know, there you are.
Well, I'm glad you came by, Mr. Clay. I got a goodie for you to look at. We finally got our big block in, go in the Chevelle.
Hey!
We're gonna know in about 3 minutes.
If we messed up or not. Should have left the factory like that. Whoa. I mean, the damn distributor sticking out of the hood. Oh. He's got a 33 Ford Bonneville car. You know, just everything about that's cool. You know, trying to set a land speed record. I just don't want the car to leave it here looking ridiculous, man. I'm usually like a less is more guy, but that guy ain't here today. I'm Joe Martin. I've been building cars and bikes since I was just a little kid. My team hunts down rusted wrecks.
Are we gonna work today, Joe, or what?
We knock out the ugly and put in the cool. And turn these buckets of rust into street art. This is Iron Resurrection. Look at this thing, Mike. What is that thing? I'm not sure what's going on there. Damn.
So we have a customer named Mr. Clay.
There he is.
He's from Louisiana, and he wants us to build a 70 Chevelle and turn it into a drag car.
Plays into the drag race look American pro street styling. So he kind of wants a drag car that he can drive on the street.
Yeah.
We need to see the car and see what it looks like on the ground, man.
Yeah, make sure it's got that alligator stance for him. Lord have mercy.
Oh, man, look at that, boy.
That's real cool, Joe. Look
That's
at it.
super cool. It's just a stunner.
Like it's finished from.
Yes. I had dreams of the Chevelle roof.
What's wrong with it?
I know you're probably going to frown on this, Mike.
What are you getting at, Joe?
I think we're going to chop the Chevelle today, brother.
I'm not sure what happened, but that wasn't in the plans, so it was not good. We almost got this car done, Joe. There's a lot of that goes on here when you cut a top. We still got plenty of work to do besides that. Where was K-Dub at when that conversation was going on?
Staying right here, Mike. Staying right here. Car's been coming along really well, and everything's been looking good. But once we got the car on the ground, I thought, how cool would it be to chop that Chevelle? 1 inch, brother. 1 inch. Now that we got the stance set, man, it would be really killer just to bring that roof line down right here. Right here. Seems like it's going like this. I want to look at this line right here.
I come in late one morning and a week later and I know we're chopping the top on the Chevelle. I mean, that's a lot of gumming for an inch. You know what I mean? Cutting is the easy part. Putting it back together is where the difficulty comes in.
One piece glass, so that won't disturb that. Won't disturb the geometry of this glass.
We have to slice it back
We're
here.
gonna sweat that. We're sweating out this factory seam right here. We're gonna bring a cut right through here, a little incision. That will not move, brother.
I think it's another conspiracy going around the shop. They all gather around while I'm gone and make a decision. Where was you at on that one, K-Dub? Now, where was Chad at on that? Chad, what?
We'll settle it right now.
You gonna take a straw poll?
Majority wins.
Why don't I just go out back and kick my own ass?
All right, everybody, look here. Here we go. Here we go. Look. What do you think, K-Dub?
I think we need to mark it.
Oh man, there's K-Dub. So what do you think, Chad?
I think you should mount the lead seam out,
Yep. Yep.
drill out those spot welds,
Yep.
and then cut it.
You already outnumbered, Mike. Brandon.
In the beginning, I'm always about originality, but that's gonna look.
Oh man,
He's gonna complicate
don't
that.
ever ask the OEM guy.
He's gonna, I told you, complicating it, Joe.
You didn't get to the second half of the sentence. I said, but I think it'll look a hell of a lot better. Chop.
It's low. Car looks really long now, and it's got this roof line that just seems to be going uphill, and it needs to be brought down so it matches the rest of the car.
Pick our spot right in the middle somewhere. Make our incisions in here.
Yep. Right down here, you might have to make a couple of
Yeah.
cuts.
Yeah.